All right, welcome students. So we're beginning our studies of India, and I wanted us to start with an understanding of some of the physical features, some of the climate issues, challenges, some of the natural barriers that face India. Okay, so this is why you're working on your map in class. And so here's a very descriptive picture of India. All right, you'll notice that a couple different things. First, you'll notice all of the rivers in India. Okay, so in India they have a lot of rivers, and so that really influences the nature of what is grown in India. Okay, a lot of the times though these rivers get dried up during the dry season, and that's another unique thing about India. As in with Egypt, there was a wet and dry season. There's going to be that as well in India. So let's kind of take a look at some of where our studies are going to take us. Okay, so the first thing we need to know about is where are the Indus and Ganges river valleys. Okay, these are where the two civilizations kind of start in this area. All right. So the Indus River Valley is actually in Pakistan. All right, in modern day Pakistan. So when we're talking about ancient India, you have to assume that these political boundaries don't exist, okay? Because in ancient times, there were no political boundaries. It was all done by, all the boundaries were dictated by physical features of the land. All right, so here in Pakistan, current day Pakistan, we have the Indus River Valley, all right? And this is this giant green area here. Okay, notice here's the main Indus River, but look at all these different tributaries that come in and feed into it. Okay. Next, we're going to have the Ganges River Valley. All right, again, you can see it's right here, Ganges, but it goes into modern day Bangladesh. Okay, but it's all these tributaries and these main rivers that flow into it, which are all of these. So this is, which is a very big area. So this is the Ganges River Valley, okay? Very large areas of land we're talking about here. But you'll notice that in between these two deserts, in between the two rivers here, you notice there's a desert. So wherever there's not water in India and Pakistan, it's desert, okay? And so that's really going to influence where people live and what is developed and how it's developed. Okay, so let's clear those lines. Another natural barrier are the Himalayas. All right, this is this mountain range located in the north of India, and there's also a smaller mountain range over this way. But notice wherever it's a yellowish, brownish color is where mountains or higher lands are. So here, these natural barriers that we have for India to the north and east and west. Okay. To the south, the natural barrier is what? It's water, all right? So this is a natural barrier. Okay? Reason being is that a lot of people couldn't, sailing wasn't very popular back then. A lot of trade and travel was done by land because it was expensive to ship things, just like it's kind of expensive today. But, what made India unique was because of all these barriers. They were able to thrive and prosper as a civilization long before anybody else. Because they were isolated from everyone, they could develop unique and different styles of living, ideas of religion, ideas of government than any place else because they didn't have that outside influence coming in. Okay. Another thing we need to look at here too is, well, if they're rivers, where's the water coming from? It's a lot of these tributaries run from the Himalayan mountains. So we have a lot of snow cap melting going on that floods the river valleys. Okay. Other ways that we get rain in here in India are because of monsoons. All right, a monsoon is a seasonal wind. Okay, and so in the summertime, the monsoons blow from the oceans, all right, and so they bring all of this moisture in, and so this is when it rains. All right, so let's draw a little rain cloud here. Okay, so when these winds are blowing, it's raining like cats and dogs in India. Okay, if you've ever been to India or met anybody from India, they will tell you that during the rainy season, it rains a lot. Okay, so there's a little rain cloud. All right, actually I should have probably made it blue, but all right. So let's clear the screen here. But then in the winter time, the winds shift and they come out of the north. Okay, and we have these winter monsoons. And what happens with these winter monsoons is that the winds come off the Himalayan mountains and bring dry, crisper air, which dries out the area. So in the winter time, you'll notice that it's a lot drier. It's still hot, but it's not as humid as you would think it would be here in the United States. So, depending upon where you are in India, you may have to get water out of wells. The rivers may dry up during the winter monsoons. It's a drastic change from the summer monsoons to the winter monsoons. All right. There's going to be a little Google Doc that I want you to fill out with this video. So feel free to watch it, rewind it, pause it, wherever you want to, that you need to answer the questions, and we will look at some of your answers when we get back to class. Have a great day. Bye.